You're listening to a best of broadcast of the RH3 Show. For more about the broadcast, please visit the rh3show.com.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
I know I gotta bring them down, bring them down, they call it the switch. Go ahead, cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord,
switch my old status that's from sinner to saint. As winners we can't live by the picture they paint, because they know their own inner is taint. So we must live out our lives with a sense of restraint.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Another great day. I missed y'all this weekend, but guess what? We are back together on today. We got a great show planned for you all. It is a full hour of Inside Scoop with Red, Inside Scoop with Red. And that's where I give you my honest, my unscripted opinion on today's world and entertainment news. We might do a little Ask Red Letter. I don't know. We'll see what we got planned at the end of the show. If we got a little bit more time. We also have a Real Talk with the Red discussion. Really, y'all know my Real Talk with Red is about where we talk real life topics, grown folks discussion. And, anything could come through that segment. Ask Red, interviews, whatever. But today's Real Talk with the Red, it is an interview, and we got none other than our girl, Nina Taylor. She's going to chat with us today. She's a great staple to the RH3 Show, and this is, a time when I want to sit down and just pick her brain and talk to her, and y'all, my listeners, can get to know Nina outside of, her interviews and outside of the, This Week in Gospel News. Speaking of that, we got that included with the Inside Scoop of the Red today. So as y'all can see, we got a great show planned for you all. It is the second week in this new season. So come on, y'all. Let's keep it rolling. It is the RH3 Show. Keep it locked, y'all. We'll be right back, all right?
K&B Improvement. No job too big or too small. Heaven knows we do it all. From carpet cleaning to house turnover, deep scrubbing, and more. Carpet restoration, we give you what you ask for. Reliable, reasonable, prices you can't beat. Let us serve you in all your cleaning needs, for we are dependable and neat. Call 301-379-5939. Kevin Best, www.kandbimprovement.com.
Check out K&B Improvement, 301-379-5939. And tell him Red sent you. He's great. He's in the DMV area, and he can do the job for you. Home improvement, carpet cleaning. It's about to be the winter time, snow removal, whatever. Check him out. You guys, thank y'all so much for joining me back for this second break in with the RH3 Show. If you're just now joining us, we got a great show planned for you today, y'all. We got an Inside Scoop of the Red. That's where I give you my honest, my unscripted opinion on today's world and entertainment news. We also have real life topics, grown folks discussion throughout. That's what, the RH3 Show basis is. The Inside Scoop of the Red. That's my entertainment news briefing, whatever. Give you my opinion on today's world and entertainment news, whether it be the gospel arena, the secular world, whatever, sports, whatever. Give it to you. And also, I talk to you all, through the Real Talk with the Red segment. Oh, by the way, that Inside Scoop with the Red, it also includes This Week in Gospel News with Nina Taylor. And with my Real Talk with the Red discussion segment, that's where I give you my honest, my unscripted opinion on real life topics. We have grown folks discussion on these real life topics, whether it be just by myself, you and I have a guest, whatever. We talk about it. And we also have an Ask Red letter. That's where you guys send me letters and I give you my opinion, my advice on your snafus or whatever you're going through. So if you want to do that, send me an email at askrh3@gmail.com, and I'll make sure I get that and read it anonymously on the air. And also, Real Talk with Red, we have interviews during this time, and whether it be interviews on whatever, or artist promotion, book promotion, showcase, whatever. That's all during the Real Talk with Red. And today we have an interview. She's not new to the show. She's a great staple to the RH3 show and to my flagship station. And she gives the gospel news. We're gonna talk to Nina Taylor today. She's gonna sit down and chat with us and talk with us and give us, an insight and let y'all know who she is outside of the gospel news and outside of, her interviews that she do for the RH3 show. So y'all, we got a great, like I said, man, come on. Yeah. Come on, y'all. Thursday broadcast, y'all. We are, gearing up for that. And if you are, check the website out, you see I've been promoting the shows weekly. So the RH3 show for the RH3 show for this coming Thursday. Let's see what we have this coming Thursday. I should have had it written down right here beside me. But we're gonna get back into our Inside Scoop Beret. Y'all, a lot has been going on the weekend, so we gotta split it up, y'all. We're gonna split it up. And also we got our health minute, and we're gonna be talking about health goals for the winter, y'all. Health goals for the winter and what you need to do to prepare for that. And we also have another guest on the show coming up on Thursday, and that is my boy Mr. Doward Prominence Hicks, and he's going to be, talking about, continue to getting your body right throughout the year, preparing it for the new year, during the holidays, whatever. So there's going to be a little health minute on the show on Thursday, and that wraps it up. But if you shall miss any episode, any broadcast, any show of the RH3 show, you can always check it out on Saturday's replay on WPOP, but it also is on my podcast, so that won't go away. But on the flagship station on WPOP, you can check me out every Saturday for a repeat broadcast from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're listening to this on Anchor.fm, go ahead and just check it out on my profile. There's old shows listed and, whatever. If you're listening to this on Google Play or the Apple, podcast or whatever it is, I'm broadcasting in on those platforms as well. It's always listed, so if you miss it, you can just go back on there. Or if you're not tuned into WPOP, just go to Anchor.fm or Google Play Music and search the RH3 show, and their archived shows will be posted as well. So y'all, coming up next, we have the Real Talk with Red discussion. We're going to be talking to my girl Nina Taylor, and she's going to come back later on during the show during the Inside Scoop of the Red segment and give our tidbits and updates on this week in gospel news. So you don't want to miss this segment. You don't want to miss this entire broadcast on today. Alright, keep it locked, y'all. Well, you got it. It is the RH3 show. Praising God. Come on, y'all. Praise him because they're calling you switch. I'll be right back, y'all. If you're not tuning into the RH3 show weekly, here's what you've missed. What are areas that are forbidden? What are areas of sex that are forbidden? Purchase sex. Come on. Seriously, purchase sex, fantasizing or having sex with a prostitute, and you can go to 1 Corinthians 6:15 through 17 or Deuteronomy 23:17 and 18. Purchase sex. So if you're not getting it from your wife, and you know, husbands or wives, if you're not getting it from your husband, you can't go out here buying this stuff. Come on, y'all, join me every Tuesday and Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. For more about The RH3 Show, visit my website at therh3show.com.
You're listening to a best of broadcast of The RH3 Show. For more about the broadcast, please visit therh3show.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank y'all so much for joining us for this break. Please check out Pastor Alfie Lewis and the Restoring Your Life Today broadcast that you just heard the commercial on tomorrow, Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can, like I said, check him out every Wednesday at 5 p.m. and also on Saturdays for replay at 4 p.m. here on the flagship station. And if you feel like it, you can join them also on worship. So I believe they services are at 11 with the Restoration Bible Church in District Heights, Maryland. But right now we are in our Real Talk with Red segment, and today we have a special guest on the phone, you all. And y'all, our guest today, she is no stranger to the RH3 Show nor our flagship station. I had the privilege to begin listening to her broadcast or to her news reports on our sister station previously, WUIM WPOP. But it is a joy to have her on here. She is the host of her weekly gospel news that we have here on WPOP, as well as her. She also has another broadcast at her flagship station. We're going to begin talking about that, but I'm glad we got her here as a complimentary staple on the show, and in addition to our dream. So yes, join in and get acquainted. Nina, how are you on this Tuesday evening?
I'm very well. How are you? I'm just so happy for the invitation. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, like I said, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
You all, she is a great interviewer, a great speaker, and like I said, you can hear her periodically throughout the day on the flagship station, and also here on the RH3 Show with her gospel news for the week, as well as her interviews that she have, and we have been so blessed by them. And so, Nina, again, thank you so much for the hard work you do with the interviews and your gospel news and all of that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
With those, with the gospel news, speaking of that, how did you get into radio?
Well, actually, like a lot of people, I went to college. My major was broadcast journalism. After my junior year, I got an internship. Actually, I'm in Columbus, Ohio.
Right.
The program director at the time at the school was also from Columbus, Ohio, so he had a lot of connects. He sent me to the station, actually the station where I am back working at right now, WVKO, here in Columbus, Ohio. I went there for an internship, and at the end of the internship, instead of returning to school for my senior year, they offered me a job to stay.
Wow.
So I started at the age of 19 as a junior in college, and been doing it ever since. Have you been in the same doing the same format? Because I know a few radio hosts or whatever personalities, they jump from this format to AM or whatever, FM or this type of genre or whatever. Have you been doing the same since the beginning? Well, I started in 1989, and back then there was really no such thing as a gospel radio station.
Right.
So I've done R&B. I've done every format in radio with the exception of country and classical. I've done jazz, R&B, hip-hop, everything.
Okay.
Pop, rock.
I understand that, and even with me currently, I am in school for communications or whatever, and trying to get in the break of radio or whatever, and I understand, and I have heard those in the past, and those big names in radio that say you gotta. If you hunger for it, you'll do, you'll get in this platform or, this format or whatever. If you have to work in the AM station, do that. And so, I hear a lot of folks that's been in almost every area of, every genre of radio and, the type of music and format that they do.
Oh yeah, you definitely have to. And that is why I did, the station that I started out at, I did eventually go back there. I've left and gone back there twice. So I have a long history with this particular station. It's where I'm at right now, which is ironic, that I would end up back in the station where really it all started,
Right.
But you just work. You just keep doing it. And I think because I've never had any problems working because of the experience. They do like experienced people, and if you've been doing it like less than 10 years, they say, "Oh, you're still a rookie."
Right, right.
You got to get some miles on you to really be able to go in, and that is one thing they stressed in college was don't limit yourself to one format. If this is what you want to do, don't, especially in the beginning, don't limit yourself to just doing one thing. Learn everything. And then, like I said, now I'm in the point where I've landed where I want to be. I'm always going to be in gospel radio. It's not just what I do; it's who I am.
Right.
It's a lifestyle as well as something that I enjoy.
Right, I understand. With the station you're in now, tell us about the program that you do. How often do it air, and what is your show consist of?
Well, actually, I have 3 ongoing shows. I'm on 7 days a week. I do the afternoon drive show from 3 to 7 every day on WVKO AM here in Columbus, Ohio. Then on Saturday, I have another show called the Blazing Hot Praise Top 40 Countdown that I do with a partner, Sonia Allman. We do that every Saturday. That's what I'm getting ready to go to now. And then on Sunday, I'm on it. San Antonio, Texas on Sunday morning on KROV FM in San Antonio, and I do the Sunday morning show. It's kind of like a worship.
Right.
It comes on at 6 a.m. San Antonio time, and I kind of get you ready for your Sunday morning service.
That's great. That's great. How did your gospel news segment come about? Because that's one thing that I really like, and like I said before, when I first started, which was 2 years ago, and my cousin who is in radio, she had partnered up with someone, and then I heard your segments or whatever on there, and she would send us to us just to add, because I'm in North Carolina, but our flagship station is in Maryland, and so I really really enjoyed that. But how did your gospel news come about? And I know that you so graciously share them and syndicate them to different stations or whatever. How all that come together?
Okay, well, back in 2012, I've been doing the gospel news now for 5 years. Back in November of 2012, when I returned from London, England, I had an interview schedule. I've been working with artists since 1999.
Wow.
And I had a artist who was scheduled to do a phone interview on a radio station in Texas, in San Antonio, the one where I work at now. You see how relationships, that's another thing I'll talk to you about. But he couldn't do the interview because suddenly something came up. You know how it is when you're a gospel artist. Right. Something comes up, you got to go. It's all about, continuing to work. So he said, well, can you do the interview for me? I said, sure. So I called the station. I talked to the program manager, and he said, yeah, absolutely, you can do it for him. I said, because we really want to do this. We don't want to miss this opportunity. He's going to be on a plane. And the owner of the station really liked me, and he said, hey, you were great. I'd like to have you come back. And, well, the program director, I'm sorry, he said, I'd like to have you come back and let's talk about you. I said, oh, about me? He said, yeah, I really liked you. I think we vibed well, and I want you to be on the show more. So I called back. I think it was like 2 weeks later, and they did an interview with myself. Then the owner told him that he really liked me and he liked to have me figure out some kind of way where I could be on that station more often. So I said, well, you want me to do some drops? I can do that. He said, no, figure out something because they really like you.
Right.
And I said, wow, that's great. I said, well, what a blessing. So I said, well, what am I going to do? And he said, well, why don't you just do some news or something? I said, what do you want me to do? The weather and what? So I just kind of brainstormed and came up with, I did a gospel news segment, and it actually was 10 minutes in the beginning. And it ran on that station throughout the day, and they're not even a gospel station. So it ran for 10 minutes, and they will periodically throughout the day and on Sunday. So eventually, the 10 minutes is intense. You know about recording. So I took it down to 5 minutes, and it started to run all the time. And then a program director from a station in Los Angeles, who's actually from San Antonio, just happened to be in San Antonio, heard it, called the radio station and said, who is that? I have a gospel station and I need that for my station as well. So he called me and he says, well, Nina, somebody else wants to run it on their station. I said, in Los Angeles? Like, are you kidding me? And I said, how am I going to do that? So it just turned into this whole thing where I had to figure out how to record it and not only send it to him. He said, just send it to him just like you sent it to me. I said, okay. So I went on and did that. So that's how it kind of started. And then from there, it just kind of snowballed to other people wanting to run it. And from then I began to just market it, myself, because, I'm definitely a go-getter. I work in promotions in radio. I've done production. I've done every job, a station owner and general manager.
Wow.
So I certainly know how to market to radio, so I just started to do that. And now I'm blessed to say that after 5 years, the Gospel News is on over 300 stations.
That's great.
In 7 countries.
That is great. That is great. And I really do, like I said, I like it, and it's very informative, and is really, it's a great staple to, the many stations or whatever. And so, I applaud you for that, and great job on that. Even as an interviewer, I know you can't pick your favorite guest, but who has been a favorite guest, and who is a dream guest of yours?
My dream guest would have been Barack Obama. Didn't get that one. I tried. I've interviewed so many people over the years. For the Gospel News, I'm just really getting to the level where actually I got a call yesterday, and you'll hear about this in a couple of weeks. I got a call from someone asking me if I would be interested in interviewing, and that's the first time that's happened, because most of the interviews that you hear, I've gone after them.
Right, exactly. and that's how I am. I'm trying to go after her, but then it would be great to somebody to say, "Hey, look, I want to be on your, your broadcast or whatever." So I totally get that and understand that. Hey, them calling you.
Well, it will happen like that, if you, like I said, I'm totally sincere with what I do. I have no agenda. I just want to talk to you,
right.
And it's like, just like you and I are talking, that's what I do. And from, I got the John P. Key. That was actually the 3rd time I interviewed him, but the first time I recorded, it was done to for the Gospel News. So that was actually the 3rd interview with him, and he actually took out an ad and put my picture on it, and that's just such a blessing, because nobody has to do stuff like that,
right.
Promote you as they're promoting themselves. But I was in prayer many years ago about this exact thing, and what I was told to do is what people are actually doing for me. Is actually, I was told in the spirit that as I was lifting up other people, that I would be lifted up as well, because I've never done anything that's about Nina. That's never been my agenda, was for Nina to be anything. It's like, as I'm lifting up others, God is elevating me, and it's just such a blessing. And that was what I was instructed to do in the spirit, and that's what I've always done. And now I'm seeing all that come to light, and it's just, I just feel so blessed.
I bet I can understand. And
I was driving through South Carolina, and you know how you're in a strange place. You're going through the radio channel, and boom, there I was. I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow. Exactly.
It's just such a blessing. And then I get calls from, friends from all over the country, when you've gone to colleges out of state and stuff, say, hey, I was in Detroit, I heard you on the radio, girl, what you do?
Exactly.
It's still, like I said, it's only been 5 years, but now it's in national syndication. It's actually internationally syndicated, and it's just been such a blessing. And I feel so honored, and I hope that, people are getting a little bit of something from it. I try to, not only, it is about the gospel industry, yes, but I also want to educate too.
Exactly.
I'm a teacher by trade. I teach during the day. This year I'm teaching third grade. I want to also educate as well as inform.
That's good, and I understand that. And also, even preparing for my show and then adding it on there, I will listen to it some, or for the first time I'll listen to it while it's airing. But I've seen the history and seeing where you do the top 10, like you did, I think it was last week or whatever, the African American presidents of the universities or whatever, and that's history, and that's something that we all can learn from. So it's great, like you said, not only doing the news, you're teaching, and your listeners is learning as well.
Yes, that's been my hope, is that it will give you something. I hope it elevates the artist that I'm talking about. I hope that it elevates gospel music. I hope that it is something great for the shows that air it, which I feel so blessed anybody would even give me 5 minutes on their show,
right,
to air it. I really do. I'm so thankful for it.
Okay, yeah. You're more than welcome. But we're gonna go ahead and shift gears for a minute and close out the close out the interview in a minute. But I do this thing with my guests, and it's somewhat a little fun game or whatever. It's called Fave 7. So I'm gonna ask you these 7, just fave questions or whatever, and whatever come out the top of your head, you can give me the answer. Number 7 would be your favorite vacation spot.
The Caribbean.
Okay, I love it. Favorite old school gospel song?
Favorite old school gospel? Oh my God. Because I got to sing background with her, I'll say Tremaine Hawkins, Going Up Yonder.
Wow, I love it. Yes. Favorite current gospel song?
Speechless by Anita Wilson.
My goodness, when I tell you that's I had to, that her new album, I was sitting at work and she redid, don't tell me what's, I Love You More Than Anything. I had to tweet her and said, I'm sitting here like I'm in church fanning this radio, like, you go ahead and sing that, man. Anita Wilson, that woman can blow. She can blow, I tell you. Favorite music artist of any genre?
That's a hard one.
I bet.
Oh, God. Favorite artist? Oh, gee. That's one that I really couldn't say. I have so many. I can't even think of one that I could even say more than any other one.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Okay. Well, I can understand that, so we'll skip it. Favorite TV show? It could be inspirational, sitcom, whatever, past, whatever.
Oh, boy. Favorite TV show? The Cosby Show.
Great. That's good. Favorite restaurant?
Red Lobster.
Okay, and the last, number 7, one advice or encouraging word you can give to our listening audience.
Put God first. Pray daily. Keep the faith. Without faith, you have nothing.
That's right.
You have to have faith and be faithful. That's I have a lot of advice.
I bet. I'm the same way, Nina. When I tell you,
take care. You know what? And I would say for women, take care of your body.
Right.
Take take care of your bodies. Have health checkups, and that's probably the big one right now, because I see how I'm starting to get older, and how things start to change, and just for no reason things just start to hurt.
Right.
When did I get here? I would say take care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. Take care of yourself.
That's good, because I was gonna talk about some of that on Thursday's broadcast with our health minute, but that is good that you said that. So thank you for all of that. But you all, there you have it. It is the one, the only Miss Nina Taylor, our gospel news commentator, I call her, and that is heard here on the Inside Scoop with Red segment, as well as throughout the day on the flagship station. Miss Nina, we want to thank you for chatting with us, and we again thank you for your hard work and your years, your history, and the area of radio, as well as the work that you do with gospel news and your current station. So we really do appreciate it.
It's been my honor and my privilege to be on your show, to be a part of your show.
Thank you.
This is what I tell all my stations. I want to be a part of your station, not
right.
just something that
exactly, exactly. And I appreciate it. And I'm gonna say this, and I'll go. I started the RH3 show, I think about 7 years ago on YouTube, and it's something that I always wanted to do. And even with like you said, be a part of it. Hey, I'm glad that that you have been a help with me for my dream or whatever, and I thank you. I really do thank you.
You're so welcome. If you need me, you got my numbers now.
Yes, ma'am. I sure will. Thank you so much. So you guys, you can check out Nina in just a few minutes for this week in gospel news again. And so for more of Nina, go ahead, Nina, give your contact or your or where they can hear you weekly.
You can hear me on so many stations.
You can give your flagship station or whatever. That's okay. Yeah, that'll be fine.
On every Sunday morning on KROV FM San Antonio. Just go to KROVFM.com every Sunday morning. You can write me at thegospelnewswithnina@gmail.com.
All right, there you go. Thank y'all so much. We'll be back. We're going to take another quick break, and I'll be back with you.
You're listening to a best of broadcast of the RH3 show. For more about the broadcast, please visit the rh3show.com.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Want the latest news regarding the TV, movies, sports, politics, and music industry? It is time for the Inside Scoop with Red, right here on the RH3 show.
Wouldn't it be crazy? Would you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Would you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Would you still amaze me? If I find my way home, yeah.
Welcome back, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining us again for this great day here on the RH3 show. Thank you so much to Nina for giving us that interview and letting us get in the mind of who she is and letting y'all know who she is. And she'll be back after me for This Week in Gospel News. She's preparing for that, and so let's get started, y'all. It's the Inside Scoop of the Red. This is where I give you my honest, my unscripted opinion on today's world and entertainment news. I didn't tell y'all who we were talking about today, but I told y'all we're gonna get some great news on today. Y'all, Kaspersky, I don't know if y'all heard of that software, but it is a software that has been deemed to be a great software that detects in spyware, detects in file corruption, detects in virus protection. But y'all know that they have stopped doing that because I think it was to the effect of it came from Russia, and it is being used as a spy software. I don't know, but I know I was told not to buy it, and I heard it on the news, and y'all don't get it. But anyway, it's tied up into that allegedly, and anything come from Russia. My opinion, don't get it. But anyway, next up, Odell Beckham Jr., y'all. If y'all watched the game on Sunday, you would know that he, have to have a season-ending ankle surgery this coming week. But, I hate it for my brother. I hate it for my man. But, his season is over. And, as a New York Giants star wide receiver, will be having a surgery on his fractured left ankle this week, according to the team. But, Beckham was injured Sunday while trying to make a catch in the fourth quarter of a 27-22 loss to the Los Angeles Chargers. He left the field on a cart, and Ben McAdoo, his coach, said, "I spoke to him after the game, and it's a sad situation, but after falling to the 0-5 streak, the record or whatever, following the Sunday's loss to the Chargers, Giants find themselves with the same odds of winning the Super Bowl as the Jets, as 300-1. But y'all don't know, Ocho Cinco and Terrell Owens both spoke out on wanting to be a part of the Giants, and I don't know if they're gonna let them, but hey, give it a try. You never know. But hey, they say they old, and folks are saying that they're old and washed up or whatever, and two old folks is getting. Hey, look, it's in a NFL. Got some young bucks in there playing or whatever. Give them a try. See, get them two brothers an opportunity to get back in the game and get back into playing football. But I don't know. What else do we have for you on today? Let's see. Continuing on with the NFL. Before I go back into the rest of my inside scoop with Red, the New York Giants cancel it for the rest of the season. Cancel it. But in order to, get back in, in good graces and to be the great team that y'all once been, clean out. Do what you got to do. Get new people. Get new players or whatever. I hope Odell can come back. Start with McAdoo. Clean it out. Clean it out. Start with the coaching. Maybe y'all could, get back and do what y'all need to do and, whatever. But either way it goes, hell to the Redskins, y'all. Hell to the red, HTTR, y'all. Continue on. Miami Dolphins is investigating incriminating video of coach using drugs. According to TotalSports.com, the Miami Dolphins may have escaped with a win on last Sunday, but the talk around the media will be less about the game and more about this incriminating video that just recently surfaced. The footage, which is now being investigated by the team, shows one of their coaches allegedly, what's alleged by that? I seen the video. He was snorting coke. But allegedly snorting cocaine. Allegedly. We'll go with allegedly. TotalSports.com will say allegedly. The RH3 show will say allegedly. Snorting cocaine on camera. Facebook user by the name of Kiana Naiji exposed Dolphin offense line coach Chris Forrester just hours after the team won against the Tennessee Titans. Hey babe, miss you. Thinking about you, Forrester begins. How about me going to a meeting and doing this before I go? Forrester then snorts the substance into his nose, a rolled up $20 bill. The team's assistant coach then notes those big grains falling as a part of the substance that he's snorting from the 3 lines fall back into his desk. And a lot of people was clowning him on Twitter, talking about that he's not an expert snorter, and he got big chunks on the table. And y'all, NFL this season is just a bunch of mess, and whatever. But in the meantime, Washington Redskins, y'all, is going to be back playing on this coming Sunday, the 15th at 1 p.m. on Fox. And please check the local listing, y'all. We are number 2 in the NFC East, and our record is as of 2-2. We've won 2, lost 2, and we gonna continue to roll and come back from resting, resting and practicing, getting this great week on, and this new game coming along, and we gonna get back to rolling with our win. So hey, we got this in the bag with the San Francisco 49ers that we're gonna be playing against on Sunday at our home at FedEx Field. So yeah, hey. Washington Redskins, hail to the Redskins, whatever about Miami, whatever about New York, whatever. Speaking of Redskins, ex-Redskins running back Clinton Portis was recently ready to commit murder until his friend talked him out of it. Y'all, if y'all know what happened, you would too. And let's keep on moving. Former Washington Redskins running back Clinton Portis contemplating killing one of his former financial managers after losing millions of dollars in various investments, helping to wipe out part of his NFL fortune. In a story published by Sports Illustrated, Portis recounted a night 4 years ago in which he sat in a car outside a building holding a gun waiting on one of the managers he felt had ruined him financially. Portis had made $43.1 million in his 9-year NFL career, but most of it had either been spent or lost through investments or, as one of the lawsuits asserted, bank withdrawals without his consent. An anonymous friend, a television producer who had been training as a family therapist, talked him out of committing murder. But Portis said he went there sitting in his car late at night, sat outside the building in Washington, D.C. with one purpose. It wasn't no beat up, Portis told Illustrated. It was kill. The story does not specify whom Portis was waiting that night in 2013, saying he was looking for one of the several managers who handled his funds. But Portis told the publication that if he had seen the persons before settling down, he'd probably be doing this interview from prison. Clinton Portis told for Sports Illustrated that losing millions of dollars because of a former manager's actions led him to the brink of committing murder as revenge until her friend talked him out of it. Brett Davis, U.S. Sports reports. And so, no jail time, no nothing. The former managers lost their privileges to work in the financial sector, but it didn't face prosecution, which made Portis furious. No jail time, no nothing. Portis told the Sports Illustrated, living happily ever after. And he Santana Moss is stating that he was on a different, Portis was on a different level in, and he didn't think about tomorrow. And I'm glad that Portis now lives in a 2-bedroom apartment in Virginia. Among other jobs, helps with the Redskins television broadcast in the preseason. And he told the magazine that he's found peace with his life. Most would have offed themselves if they had to deal with what I dealt with. He said, life is so much clearer after coming out of that storm. And glad that you did, and glad that you are on the reins of becoming a better man and getting over this. And I know that is lost, but I hate that happened to you, partner. I really and truly do hate that happened to you. We're going to keep on moving with the inside scoop with Red. Rapper Nelly denies that he sexually assaulted a woman while on tour after early morning arrest. And I'm not going to read this whole story, but just to go off the top of my head, y'all, a woman, I don't know if they revealed her age, whatever, but, said that over in the morning on a tour bus that she was assaulted by rapper Nelly, and he was arrested with charges of third-degree rape and all of that. And I don't want to believe it. And also, even I seen videos that's floating through social media. If you would search Nelly on, you would find it. But he had brought each video, he brought one little girl up and was talking to it and twiddling in her hair and all of that. Nelly, that wasn't a good look, partner. That wasn't a good look. The first one, I didn't really watch much of that second one. And I don't really want to watch these videos and, these alleged videos to have an opinion on these, stars or whatever. But it looked kind of innocent, but what got me is that the little girl looked scared. The little girl looked like she was just frightened and, thinking that something was going to happen or whatever, but hey, I hope it ain't true. But anyway, yeah, we're going to keep it rolling with three more. Inside Scoop with Red reports, y'all know that in Canada they have a ban on Halloween. So if you are over the age of 16, you cannot go trick-or-treating. That is great. I applaud each and every one who came up with this idea. Look, I don't want nobody 16 years or over coming knocking on my door saying trick or treat. Go somewhere and do some homework. Trick that treat. Come on. What it look like my son coming up, he's 17, knocking on your door talking about some trick or treat. I can see if he taking his little sibling or whatever. But no, you too big, bruh. You too big. Back up. No, you ain't getting no candy. Come on. You old enough to work to go get you some candy. No. That ain't gonna work. Y'all, Nick Cannon recently performed at a stand-up at a Gregorian Court University. And y'all, this university is a Catholic school. And for one, he said some stuff, and now the university wants him to apologize and say that he crossed the line. First of all, you know that he was an unsaved celebrity. 2, you know his track record. 3, Nick, you knew where you were going. So that's on both of y'all part. Why y'all gonna book him knowing that he's a I don't know if he saved. Let me say that. I don't know if he's saved. I can't go just because look, according to my beliefs, I would think that he's not because how he lives his life, how he cuss, do whatever, whoop de wop. But he's not living a Christian lifestyle life from what we see on TV, how he talks or whatever. But what I'm saying is, Catholic people, y'all knew what y'all getting into when y'all booked Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, you knew where you were going, so you should have had more respect for these places. And then you talking about, I ain't apologize for blank. Wait, I'm sorry, your university doesn't believe in freedom of speech. Of course, but then, dude, you should have known where you were going. Come on now, partner. Come on. But, I think this was of the president or somebody, but anyway, they wrote a letter talking about, I want to apologize, acknowledge our profane disappointment with Nick Cannon, featured artist at the comedy showcase last year. Mr. Cannon blatantly disregarded the terms of our contract, much of his act run in counter what we stand for, GCU. Okay, GCU, I see, but still, whether you put that in your clause or not, you're going to have to be even more careful with signing people, whatever. These folks going to do what they want to do. Nick, you shouldn't have did that if they had it in their clause for you not to do that. That was wrong, and that was disrespectful. Sports writer at the center of Cam Newton's controversy is being caught being racist online. Back in 2012, Jordan Rodriguez had several tweets talking about racism and, her family being racist, and they playing racist game on the way back home from a trip. I'm not going to share what those, what she actually said or whatever, but just search on Twitter, social media, Google, Yahoo, whatever, and search Jordan Rodriguez. Y'all can see those racist tweets or whatever. I mean, y'all, I'm telling y'all, this NFL thing is just something serious this year. It's really something serious. I'm going to take a quick, when I say quick, it's going to be really quick. I'm going to take a quick break and be right back. And I'm going to give y'all something, something funny. I made a list years ago of friends in my head. If I was to be friends with certain celebrities, who would they be? I'm going to tell y'all about them coming up next here on the RH3 Show. I'll be right back.
You're listening to a best of broadcast of the RH3 Show. For more about the broadcast, please visit the rh3show.com.
Does your ministry, business, or organization need a new brand? Or maybe you're looking for a graphic artist to give your letterheads, publications, or your upcoming event flyer a little more pop and eye appeal? Then Integrity Media and Design is your one-stop shop. They offer many services that will suit your needs. Services such as media production and editing, graphic design, business identity, and much more. That's Integrity Media and Design. More information is available at integritymedia.weebly.com or on Facebook, Integrity Media and Design, or you can also find them on Twitter at officialimd7. Integrity Media and Design. Media and design with integrity in mind.
Y'all, we got a little bit of leeway, but we can't spend no more time. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do in gospel news with Nina Taylor, then we're gonna close out. All right, we're gonna hurry up and do all of that. But like I was saying before the break, and speaking of that break, check out Integrity Media and Design for more information. And for more information, go to integritymedia.weebly.com or follow us on social media pages at Integrity Media and Design. Just search Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Before y'all break, I told y'all that I have some friends in my head that I want to share with y'all. Just a little funny, whatever. People may think I'm crazy, but hey, look, I'm in this radio business, entertainment business. If I was to make friends with the same people, these the folks who I would have as my friends. And so, just don't judge me, y'all. Just a little fun thing or whatever. I can see myself being friends with the following people. This couple, I did this back 2010, 11, somewhere around there, 12. But you know what? This first couple, they since divorced, but we're still good friends, and that's Pat and Gina Neely. They are my best of friends, and we, even though they're divorced, we still hang out. I hang out with Gina, hang out with y'all. I'm crazy, but just bear with me. They always on the go, but they always, there for me, good friends or whatever. But anyway, Erica and Warren Campbell, just like the Neelys, always there. Tina and Teddy Campbell, when they find time, they good friends, and you could tell by Tina and how she is, don't even want to be a part of Mary, what we see on TV. But Simon Cowell, great friend. Yvette Nicole Brown, speaking of another Brown, Chris Brown, Phaedra Parks, Candy and Todd Tucker, great friends or whatever. Kelly and Mark, Kelly Ripper, Mark Consuelos, Clinton Porter. These following fellas are my homeboys in my head, and I can see myself hanging with them, being a group, whatever, hanging out, doing whatever. Clinton Portis, Odell Beckham, Russell Westbrook, Richard Sherman, Josh Norman, and Old Crazy, my boy, the one just come back from retirement, Marshawn Lynch. Y'all don't know him. He's not a mainstream celebrity, but he's big name in Louisiana with his restaurant Weed Ass. That's Greg Tillery. I can see myself being good friends with him. He's a great dude. Kendall from the reviews off of Instagram, his Love and Hip Hop reviews, whatever. I can see myself being good friends with him. Zoe, that dude, he's the funny one. He's one I don't hang out with, but one I call and say, "What's up, man? You alright? You good? You whatever? You good? You straight?" he's a loner, but he got his own set of friends. But then he, come to his boy Red, to save one for advice or whatever. Brian Gumble, just like the Neelys. John Legend, I can see myself good friends with him. Jennifer Love Hewitt, Lisa Ray McCoy, someone who's shady but always need somebody, Deborah Norville and her husband, Godmother Patty LaBelle, Tyler Perry. If he was my friend, I couldn't deal with a friend who flaunts the stuff, and he would be the type that look like he would flaunt, whatever he have, but then, say, I gave him this, I donated this, I did this, and I did that, Felicia Rashad, Tamika Raymond, off and on friend, Joan Rivers, God rest her soul, Robin Roberts, Ryan Seacrest, a friend who I'm getting to cut loose, because just like him and Tyler Perry, flaunt stuff in your face. Sherry Shepard, a great friend but can be sometimey. Will Smith, on and off. Carrie Underwood, Nina Taylor, who else? Some more great people. And also my aunt, Wendy Williams, y'all. That's my list right here. Here's Nina Taylor with This Week in Gospel News.
You're listening to a best of broadcast of the RH3 show. For more about the broadcast, please visit the rh3show.com.
How you doing, everybody? I'm Nina Taylor, and here is your gospel news. Corin Hawthorne, a singer blessed with a soulful sound, is best known as a contestant on Season 8 of NBC's The Voice. A native of Abbeville, Louisiana, Hawthorne is the daughter of a minister and was introduced to gospel music while singing in church. In 2015, though only 16 years old, she was accepted on The Voice with her rendition of My Kind of Love. Corin Hawthorne now making her way up the gospel music charts. Taking a cue from legendary family groups like the Clark Sisters, Houston, Texas-based gospel quartet The Walls Group specialize in life-affirming, gospel-fueled CCM with elements of jazz, R&B, and soul. Raised in a musical family, Daryl, Rhea, Paco, and Ajay Walls, 4 of the 8 siblings, formed the group in 2009. The quartet eventually caught the ear of Grammy-winning Kirk Franklin, who signed them to his Foyo Soul Entertainment in 2012. A gospel harmony group from Chesapeake, Virginia, whose music puts a contemporary energy behind the heartfelt message of classic gospel, the Virginia Airs were formed in 1981 by Pastor Rodney Mills, who is also the founder of the Solid Rock Worldwide Outreach Ministries. Their recorded debut album, Come Too Far to Turn Around. The group's breakthrough came in 2004 with the release of Live in the Country, and the Virginia Airs returned with the sequel in 2006, Live in the Country 2, which found them growing from a quartet to a quintet. A third live release, the Virginia Airs Live, followed in 2010. In 2015, the Virginia Airs, back to a foursome, made a positive impression on gospel radio with a single, You Should Have Been There. Who are the first successful African-American entrepreneurs? Samuel T. Wilcox. In the 1850s, Wilcox became a wholesale and retail grocer in Cincinnati, Ohio. He was also one of the first to establish a high-quality grocery store offering only the fanciest and the best brands of hams, dried fruit, soaps, and other articles. Because of this, most of the customers were people of wealth. Back then, he grossed about $140,000 per year. By today's standards, would equal $4.2 million. Clara Brown, an ex-slave, Brown moved to Colorado in the late 1850s during the gold rush and managed to establish a successful laundry business. On top of serving as a midwife, cook, and nurse, she used the money to invest in various real estate ventures. Madam C.J. Walker, born Sarah Breedlove, Madam C.J. Walker developed a special line of beauty and health products for Black women under her own company, Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing. Booker T. Washington, one of the most significant figures in post-Reconstruction America, while he was never technically an entrepreneur, his life work was committed to advancing the education and economic position of blacks in the United States. Charles Clinton, Spalding, Aaron McDuffie Moore, and John Merrick, the three co-founded the North Carolina Mutual Life Insurance Company of 1898, the now oldest, largest African-American life insurance company in the United States. years. The company still stands today with an estimated worth of $162 million. Thinking about becoming an entrepreneur? Well, here is a list of the top 10 cities for African American entrepreneurs. Number 10, Richmond, Virginia. With the second highest average annual revenues for Black-owned businesses, the Jackson Ward neighborhood, which is commonly referred to as the birthplace of Black capitalism and considered to be the second Black Wall Street. Number 9, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach, Florida. Number 8, Baltimore, Towson, Maryland. Number 7, Durham, North Carolina. Number 6, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Baton Rouge petrochemical industry has driven much of its businesses as it is the 4th largest refinery in the U.S. and the 10th largest in the world. Number 5, Savannah, Georgia. Savannah's rich jazz legacy attracts tourism. Number 4, Washington, Arlington, and Alexandria, Virginia. Number 3, Atlanta, Sandy Springs, Marietta, Georgia. The top city for Black businesses in 2015 still has the highest number of businesses per 100 inhabitants. Number 2, Montgomery, Alabama. Number 1, Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis has the lowest unemployment rate of the top 10 cities list, a Black Business Association, and a higher percentage of Black-owned businesses than Atlanta, the city commonly thought of as the best place for Black entrepreneurship. Well, that's your list of top 10 best cities for African American entrepreneurship and your gospel news. I'm Nina Taylor. Let's get back to more great gospel music on this great station.
Alright, y'all, that's all the time, extra time also, that we have for you all on today. Y'all, great thing that don't nobody come behind the RH3 show on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's a good thing, because if so, we would have been up out of here way before then. But in the meantime, y'all, know that I love you for real, and always remember to live every day, laugh every moment, and love beyond words. For more of the RH3 show, you can visit my website at therh3show.com. Check out the social media links there, Twitter at the RH3 show, or my personal Inside Mr. RH3, Instagram the RH3 show, or my personal Inside Mr. RH3, Facebook, facebook.com/the RH3 show. Excuse me, oh God, sorry y'all, I'm not giving y'all my personal Facebook page or my personal Snapchat, but on Snapchat, therh3show.com, y'all. As always, again, know that I love you for real. Check me out on YouTube, youtube.com/I Rep a Savior, IREPASAVIOR. And as I say again, know that I love you for real. Always remember to live every day, laugh every moment, love beyond words. I'll see y'all on Thursday. We're going to be chatting on health goals. Y'all got to get it ready for the winter. And also, we're going to chat with my boy, Prominence Doward Hicks, Prominence Higgs, on how to get fit and get right for the rest of the year, wintertime, gearing up for the new year. Alright, y'all, I'm out of here. Talk to y'all soon. See you Thursday. Peace.
I gotta praise because he set me free. Christ said he paid free me at Calvary. So I'm gonna dance and there's no stopping me. Don't ever change cause I got victory. So go ahead and praise him cause he's been so good. Give him all the glory like you know you should. Don't worry about them haters, they can't stop you if they could. So go ahead, get crazy, praise him like you. I know I gotta praise him now, praise him cause he called me to switch. Go ahead, cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise him, I gotta praise him now, praise him cause he called me to switch. Go ahead, cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise him, praise him cause he called me to switch. Praise him cause he called me to switch. Praise the Lord.
party people. See you later.
I'm saying bye-bye.
This has been an encore presentation, a best of broadcast of RH3 Productions. For more about me or the broadcast, you can visit my website at therh3show.com.